Yo, my peoples, I'm Everyday E, and welcome to the 14th episode of EasyCast. Alright, my friends, today we are in Baalbek in Lebanon. It's one of the ancient Roman ruins. It started construction in 9000 BC. It's pretty cool. You wanna show it around? Show it around to us?
A little shot of the area. It's a
Looking
lot to take
beautiful.
in. It's like a kingdom. It's like a castle.
Alright, today we're going to be talking about, staying in touch with your cultural side. We're going to talk about the first legalized flying car. Also going to mention some interesting things like virtual country, because it's sinking. And then we're going to talk about finding the right thing for you, hobby, career, and consistency, following a schedule, workouts, and how to focus, if we manage to make it in time. But you can,
sure we will.
You can look at the timestamps.
Yeah, if there's anything you find specifically interesting, just click on the timestamp and you'll get what you want.
That's what we're saying. And also, like, an interesting thing right over there, that's where the arches used to be. It's kind of cool.
There's a little hole in the walls where they would peak, so then no one can shoot them.
All right, so staying in touch with your cultural side of things. We're from Lebanon. I think it's quite important to stay in touch. Otherwise, you're gonna lose yourself to the. Let's say you're living in a Western country, or living in a different country than your original. You're gonna lose that sense of blood, the food, the culture. Whereas that's why it's good to often visit. You know what I'm saying?
Visit, learn the language, learn more about its history, just like we're doing here now. And, this was a Roman temple, right?
Roman temple. It took 2 centuries to make, actually.
200 years of building.
It started in 9000 BC, and yeah, we're gonna go past the main areas now. It's pretty cool.
It's a long walk. It's a long walk.
I don't know if we'll make the walk, but we'll see how it goes. But
Speed it up.
In general, Lebanon, we've spoken about it in the last episode.
It's going to be the theme. We're here. It's going to be the theme.
2 episodes we're here. And then hopefully we get some juicy content in Japan. But for now, I think the Romans used to own this land. You would assume so.
Yeah, you would, since it's a Roman temple.
Yeah, it's actually Phoenician.
Phoenician?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so making sure you're staying in touch with your cultural side. What are the benefits of staying in touch with your cultural side? You want to list some?
The benefits.
The benefits of staying in touch with your cultural side.
I'd say it keeps, first of all, it makes you quite special.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's unique. It gives you a special, uniqueness.
It gives you identity.
It gives you an identity, yeah.
Whoa.
It allows you to, be able to mingle and connect with a lot of people.
Yeah.
That are obviously like you in that sense, and it gives you the opportunity to teach other people about your culture and where you're from and your heritage and the specialness of who you are as a human being.
You know what? You keep going.
So today we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, no, 100% identity. I think most people lose themselves to the country that they're living in, and then they become an NPC to that world.
Basically, yeah.
NPC.
No, they just become like everyone else. They become westernized.
Yeah.
That's basically you live a dull lifestyle, and there's nothing unique about you, like I was saying a second ago. So yeah.
That was beautiful.
So basically, I'm calling all Americans washed, all Australians washed, all of no.
Yeah, no.
No, Australians got it. Son.
Hey, bro, Australians are only like 200 years old.
Yeah, they can't have much culture except for flip-flops and what we call thongs, and beer, drinking and gambling, and kangaroos. That's basically it.
And sharks.
Oh, sharks? I didn't say sharks.
I mean, yeah. But to be fair, most people think that there's a lot of shark attacks, but there really isn't.
Not really. You know where sharks live? In the water.
Oh, okay.
And actually they live in the ocean. You know what the ocean's doing? The water levels are rising. What is that causing? A country to sink, basically.
It's called Sabine.
I'm not sure.
Sayab or something. I don't know. I forgot the name.
Yeah, we ain't racist. We just don't know what it's called. We can't be racist if it's gonna be gone in a few years, so it doesn't matter.
Damn.
It's like something bad about like. I don't actually know.
Is that racist to say that?
Hey, bro, when they're gone, I'm gonna say whatever I want.
When they're gone, they're gone.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, apparently there's this country, I think I saw it recently. There's a country that's being sunken in the ocean.
It's being submerged. Submerged.
Same thing,
Sunken?
man. You get the words, man. You get the words.
And this guy started a podcast. They can't speak for nothing.
And I think I saw the government, the president or whatever, made the video. It got viral. This is a while ago, but there's something controversial about it, saying that apparently it's used to cover up. I mean, everything's used to cover up, but they're saying that it's used to cover up the idea of that country. Like, I don't know what it is. I think people say about the country, no one leaves it. Like, no one goes to where no one leaves it. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's like too good, and they did it in a way so that people don't come to that country anymore.
So they're saying that it's not actually being submerged, and they're just trying to make it look like you can't go there anymore because it's such a safe haven.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not bad.
I think that's a smart method to get tourists.
It's literally like Greenland. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the man who discovered Greenland.
Yeah.
But he ended up naming it Greenland because it was so beautiful. He didn't want anyone else to be able to go there, so they don't ruin it and industrialize it. He was so beautiful. He made it sound boring.
Greenland, sounding and boring because it's green.
It's just Greenland because it sounds like just just another place, just another casual place called Greenland. So he made it sound boring, so then no one goes there and discovers its beauty.
Well, damn! I thought it was about Iceland.
Iceland, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe I got it mixed up, but it was one of the two.
There was a little bit wind.
It's alright.
But a quick little thing over there. I remember learning about that. That used to be the Roman bath. The king used to go there with his women and
all of his women. Damn, bro. I'm trying to be a king, man. If that's how they're living,
aye, buddy.
I don't care if like the times were tough. Then you could die at the age of 30 because your teeth rot and you die of the most common cold of all time. If that's how he's living, I'm going back in time, bro. Get me a time machine.
Yeah, so I guess bringing it back to topic, staying in touch with your culture is extremely important. I guess we've pretty much spoken about what we need to speak about on that topic. But one thing about this place reminds me of Assassin's Creed, one of those games.
So sick. Bro, when we go Egypt, all you're gonna do is talk about Assassin's Creed Origins. This is exactly like the game.
Call me a fake fan, because my favorite one is like one of the newer ones, which is Origins. But I did buy the rest of them, and I'm gonna play them. And the newest one's based in Baghdad, I think.
Baghdad, yeah, I think Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And when's the Japan one coming out? Samurai.
That's just in the works. That's in the works.
Ah, okay, so just like an idea sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it reminds me of Assassin's Creed. I just like the heritage, the culture. It's good to learn about cultures.
Yep. We're going to have to do a U-turn, by the way.
Do
a quick U-turn,
but
ready?
you know what? Let's just show
Give him a shot off the top while we just stare into the beautifulness. Get everything in it.
This is when you're in your sad boy year. I don't know what's going on here. They're doing some event.
Yeah. Just happened to come at that time, eh?
We're gonna go in that building though. Kind of looks
For
cool.
sure. All right.
Oh yeah.
Ow. You can go ahead. Go. You just walk.
May have sprained my foot, but that's fine. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting place. It's been here for how many years is that?
That's
11,000.
11,000 years.
Yeah, 11,000 years. That's pretty crazy, And now we're having a first legalized flying car.
Yeah. Oh, quickly before you get onto that.
Okay. Well, I tried to segue, but it's fine.
Yeah, there wasn't even a segue.
It was.
It wasn't.
Okay, fine.
Actually, no, yeah, it was.
It was a segue, but yeah, continue. Yeah.
I was gonna say like when the earthquakes happened, some
Oh.
of the pillars from here, just to be like surprisingly, none of the huge pillars fell, but
Bro, most of the stuff didn't fall.
pretty much nothing fell. Only a couple pillars
On the outside.
fell over from the earthquakes that happened in Lebanon, which were devastating. But we weren't here for them, so.
Well,
Actually, I was here for one or two of them. They were like small shakes, but I couldn't feel it. Everyone's like, "Get down, get down!" I didn't know what's going on. I couldn't feel it
you
at
were
all.
asleep, were you?
I was sleeping through it. I was having a nap, and they woke me up like, "We gotta go."
Yeah, it also reminds me of the time when I think it was at 2 a.m. I was, when I first started living by myself in this apartment with some of my dad's work friends. And 2 a.m. in the morning. Imagine, I was out cold. I slept at like 11:30, 12. I have to get up for work at 6. And I'm dead. I'm dreaming. What do I hear in my dream? The loudest alarms possible. And I'm thinking, what the hell? What is this? What is this sound? And it keeps going, and I wake up, and I realize the alarms of the smoke alarms was going off, and I'm waking up like, how when you wake up, they show in the movies when you just get like hit and you're like phased, and you wake up like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Bro, I woke up, we went outside, and everyone in the whole apartment's downstairs. And it turns out some guy left the what's it called,
The lint?
dryer.
Wasn't it the lint in his dryer?
Yeah, he
Set
left
flame?
the dryer on at nighttime, and he closed the cupboard. Yeah.
Caused the smoke fire thing.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. And all
you were downstairs for how long?
No,
You
we
had to
were,
leave the
we were
building.
downstairs for about an hour, and all the fire trucks came, everything, we're all waiting outside. This is at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's quite busy, so we're kind of like cutting
about?
cameras. Yeah.
Keeping it
But
moving.
I was saying, you were saying about the earthquake?
Yeah, I was saying, it's just crazy. Like all of this survived a whole earthquake. Like 99% of it, only like 1-2 pillars fell from
Yeah.
like the outside around here. Like you can see this thing. This is sketchy
Yeah,
as
look
hell. That's scary. Imagine walking under there and just the off chance that it just breaks right on you.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how all of that like stayed up, and there were buildings all around Lebanon that were tumbling and falling over.
Yeah.
It shows like how strong the engineering
11
was they had.
11,000 years old, but this stood up, and then like 50 years old, and the others didn't.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But you were talking about you wanted to talk about a story when you were
Yeah, I was going to talk
living
about
in your
it.
old apartment.
Yeah, when I was in the old apartment with my dad's work friends, I was sleeping. I slept late, 11:30. Works at 6 a.m.
Nice.
Well, it was the one time.
It's not even that bad, but people sleep at 3 a.m.
Yeah, fair. And then I'm hearing in my dream at 2 a.m. just some random noise, like some beeping noise. I'm like, this isn't. Like, I don't remember this being like a part of the flow of the dream. Like it wasn't going this direction. And then I start like waking up. I have the earplugs in my ears, so I'm hearing it as if it's like as if I'm in a game and you're hearing it like in a third person view.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm slowly getting up and I'm realizing there's an alarm, and what's the alarm for? And then I found out that there's some guy left his laundry, his dryer on at night time with the door closed.
So the link caught on
The
fire.
link caught on fire, and everyone had to come downstairs. And I woke up like I was drunk, like thinking, what the hell's going on? My like shorts, I was sleeping. And then, yeah, pretty much the fire trucks came. Or actually, they didn't call it fire trucks. They call it, what do they call it? Firefighters?
Fire trucks.
No, the
fire brigade.
Fire brigade. This is a pretty cool area.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
We'll walk up. So,
Yeah. Pretty much. Well, now we're gonna have to walk backwards so that
That's
they can.
alright.
Yeah. So that was just a side story, but pretty much.
You were going back onto the car thing that I cut you off before to talk about earthquakes.
Yeah. The first legalized flying car called, I think it's called the Aleph
come over
Model
here.
A.
Come with us.
Come here, guys. Oh my God.
Come check this out.
There's a little throne here for you to sit on.
We'll sit on it for a bit. Anyway, yeah, you're talking about the car.
There's the legalized, I was gonna say legalized throne, voice crack. There is smoke in here. They're the first legalized car called the Aleph Model A. How would that work? Would it not be Twin Towers times 2?
That's what I was saying before. I'm like, dude, the amount of, problems that they're gonna be, bro. And you have free will. There's like, when you're driving a car, you've got rails on the side.
Yeah.
You've got authority, you've got lines, visual lines you can see. What are they gonna put for a flying
Like
car?
a system that kind of gives
system.
boundaries. But how are you gonna have boundaries?
I mean, at the same time, Lime, the scooter brand?
Yeah.
You know how like in certain areas it won't let you do stuff? Like you can't ride it, you have to go certain speed.
fair.
Like they can limit it. Now there are people that will probably tweak it, like regular cars now.
Yeah.
They get their car, they'll change how fast you're allowed to go on it.
Yeah, just like Teslas and stuff. Like,
Yeah. You know what's something stupid? Tesla has a thing where you pay $10,000 on the car. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah,
You just
yeah.
reminded me of that. It's great. It's really lucky I thought
Yeah.
about it. Tesla had a thing where you pay 10 grand and you get to go like a sports mode sort of thing, just
Well,
a
it's
little
pay
bit
to win.
faster.
Pay
See
to
the
win
video of the
car.
guy on TikTok. He goes, "I'm gonna pay for it right now." Huh? You can sound how dead in his voice is. Like, "Oh wow, this is really fast. This is really fast, really cool, guys." It was not worth
you
it.
pay 10 grand.
Paid 10 grand for it.
Bruh.
What a waste. bro.
Imagine like everything becomes locked like that in the future.
It's basically like EA, bro.
And that goes into another topic, talking about the downfall of this generation.
Death of society.
We used to be like this, and now we're going down. I mean,
This wasn't the best either. I can't- it looks good. It looks good, but back then it wasn't very nice.
fair. People did die early. There was wars. I mean, there's still wars, but anyway. Yeah, no, but I'd like to say there's still hope. Do not
There is
worry, my
always hope.
friends. That's why we're here to talk about how to properly focus on your schedule, how to find your career, like, what do you start, you know, to find that hobby, to find that
If society's failing, how can you prevail? Doesn't mean everyone else will, but as long as you make it.
You know, this is your thing.
Right, I just be doing it. All right, so welcome back to the Shmogzz podcast. Today we're going to be talking about how to focus in life. I'm going to be giving you everything you need to know about, you know, your career paths. I've run out of it. Hey, Hadi, I need you back on this, man.
Oh,
I can't do
yeah.
this.
So,
Hey.
so what is the first thing you would say in trying to find your hobby? Have you found any hobbies?
Now, I haven't found what I like yet, but it doesn't mean I haven't tried anything. So the point is, getting to my point, is you got to try things.
Okay.
So if you don't try things, you'll never know. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the simple, straightforward answer, but to like narrow it down for you, you can know, like, just common sense. Like, you've done things before. Everyone's done things, so you know what you won't like and what fields you won't like and what fields you probably will like.
Yeah.
Like, for example, for a job for me, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go somewhere that's got to do with science, like chemistry and biology, because
yeah.
I suck at it, bro. I was on the verge of failing.
If you like chemistry, so unsubscribe. I'm just
Actually, you know how many people prefer biology and chemistry over math? Crazy amount of people. No one
It's
does
usually
math.
girls like more chemistry and stuff, and guys like more math. I don't know. That's just how it works usually.
You never know, man. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, for our sister, bro, she sucks at math. Sucks. But anyway, bro, impossible to teach.
You just have to call her out.
Impossible to teach, bro.
Yeah.
Impossible to teach. But the point is, you find what you're strong at. You find or where you thrive in, all right? And you find that specific thing, and you just stick to it, and you smash it out until you become perfection. You become perfect at it. I was gonna say before you become perfectionist, but you don't want to be a perfectionist.
You don't want to be perfectionist.
No.
Yeah,
Almost got on the wrong foot there.
I
Yeah.
think, trying, like finding something and just trying it, you know, going for it and tackling it, and don't give up straight away. That's what a lot of people do. You know, they give up as soon as they start. They shoot themselves in the legs before they
They put
start.
minimal effort and then give up. Like, I was gonna say something.
Trying to say you're related.
You can go on now. I lost. Yeah, it's all you, man. What were we saying?
No, I was saying, to try things like, for example, I tried like different types of photography. I tried gaming, like not gaming, like making games. I've tried like animation. We've spoken about it before. You know, I tried animation. I've tried like a lot of different things until I landed, for example, on editing, like AMVs, and that stood for like 4 years. And until obviously I realized for religious purposes I wanted to, you know, quit from that and move on to something better. And now we're doing this thing, and hopefully this thing stays for a while. I don't know how long this is going to take now.
I mean, we're 3 and a bit months in.
That's true.
I'd say this is quite a solid, you know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we lasted this long, because sometimes you do this thing where you just fixate on something. As
Playing
soon as
chess.
you do it, yeah, like playing chess. You wanted to buy the chess tutorial thing on chess.com and teach and become a grandmaster, and now you're at least either 300. So but like I said, you fixate on stuff. Like for the podcast, it was only the reason why it was done so fast is because when you find something that you like, boom, you go crazy on it. You won't stop until you know everything about it.
And I think that's important. If you're trying to do something and you want to find out if that's the right thing for you, make sure you do the best you can in it. Otherwise, you're never going to know if you're not finding its true potential. You get me? Like you're only tackling it a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whatever you choose to endeavor in, doesn't matter what it is, put 100% effort. 100% effort. So then you could see like what the true potential you'd reach in that field is, and if you enjoy that, then you keep going. But like the fact that you've put 100%, like you put all of yourself into it, means that's the maximum you could see forward. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean by
you could see for
potential.
yourself. Exactly. You can see the potential. If you don't like where it's going, even though you've put everything into it, drop it, find something else. Or find something related, find something, anything. You know?
Like even if it's just, you know, if whatever drives you, like let's say if it's money driven, or if it's educational driven, or whatever you enjoy. And my brother's getting a call, so we're gonna cut this part out.
And we're back. We're back.
So potential. always try to tackle it, even if it's money driven, educational driven, whatever it is. Just make sure you go for it at 100%. Otherwise, you're never going to know the full outcome you could have received from it.
Some people start doing multiple things, and then it's like juggling when you don't. It's like juggling 8 things when you don't even know how to juggle 3 things. Like you don't know how to juggle.
I think that's one problem I definitely have kind of like trying to tackle so many things at once, trying to do, for example, I wanted to write the book, I wanted to do the podcast, I wanted to like
create regular content.
Like regular content, do a lot of things, maybe edit other stuff, and even beforehand, like I have a list of different things that if I had all the time in the world, I would do them. Like I'd love to play and get good at volleyball, even though I probably would never be able to get good at volleyball.
We're about 5. We're short boys.
Doesn't matter. There's chance.
We'll be like
Haikyuu? Exactly.
If you watch Haikyuu, then you know we got a chance.
Yeah. I wanted to do like types of when I was still editing, I wanted to do AMVs, and I wanted to learn how to do 3D. I wanted to learn how to draw and animate and write and do this and that, and there's like so many things that I want to do, but I was saying like I don't want to, like I'm not, if you try to do everything all at once, you're giving like 5% on each thing, right? Whereas if you tackle 2 things, you're giving 100% on each thing, and it's faster. The outcome is faster of learning that skill to 100% compared to doing everything at the slowest rate by doing everything at the same time.
I would say we're opposites on that field, because like you want to do a million things, I can't find that thing that I want to do. You know what I mean? So you have a passion for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can't find the passion for anything at the moment.
I mean, but you're here in the podcast,
I mean, I'm supporting a brother, you know what I mean? I'm supporting a brother, just here doing my thing.
Nah, but if it wasn't for you, things wouldn't have happened. The editing in the background, the support, the positive moment. And that's why it's key to be positive. Because when you're positive, you have a happy brother like myself and like Abraham, Shmogzz.
I'm not happy.
Oh.
And I'm also still not paid.
The music in the background goes.
I don't know if they can hear the music, but damn, it's loud.
There's a ballet thing happening.
Yeah, I think they kind of want to enter here. We might have to leave. So they're looking at us
like whatever they want.
That was magic.
Oh my God.
We swapped.
Yes. And now we're going to talk about consistency, workout, scheduling, how to be on target with those, stay on track with those. Would you say with your workout schedule, are you on track?
I'd say at the moment I am like not lazily busy. I'm just genuinely busy. Got to take care of the family. You know what I mean? Not my family. I ain't got a family. I'm single. You know what I'm saying? If any,
what about me?
Sorry, this is the guy that's actually looking for marriage actively. So,
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. But I came, so since I came to Lebanon earlier than you, came here to take care of the little brother, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just be doing that, and it's been just a bit tough to make time as soon as everyone came over, and it's just been very busy. So for working out before Lebanon, I was very consistent, going 5 times a week, alhamdulillah. Dieting was half-half at the time, because it was more like we just wouldn't eat, because we just wouldn't at home. We really wouldn't really eat.
We didn't get anything. Like we
weren't bothered to buy food. So it was like, alright, we take it, less calories for us.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have been working out pretty consistently. The only thing I'm looking for right now is a proper workout plan, because I've been hopping from one to the other, and I'm getting bored of the one I'm on right now. I've been on it for a long time.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, other than that, how's your workout? How's your workouts been? How's your workouts been?
Look, I've never been like that gym guy. For me, it's more like I'm going just to kind of be like somewhat healthy. I enjoy just doing it myself at a calm rate. I'm not there to go crazy.
But you don't have to. And at a calm rate, but your calm rate's like, I feel like when I look at you and I be like, your calm rate's kind of like too slow, too not going to become physically fit to take care of myself in case of emergency, you know what I mean? I'm being genuinely serious, I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm just saying, like, your rate is not,
my rate's definitely not like, the best, but like, look, at least it's progress. Last year, I didn't go at all. I never really went to the gym properly, because I found that, I don't know, I felt like I have priorities, and I feel like it takes away from my priorities. Although like health is a priority, my eating habits and like the way I eat and the way I diet myself it just in general, my metabolism kind of like helps in that way, allows me to kind of just be like in like general all right. Maybe I'm not like super healthy, but after doing a blood test, I found I was all right. The only main thing was vitamin D, vitamin B12. Yeah,
This is quite important for you. Guys.
nah, but I'm taking tablets.
Yeah, like for people out there who just starting going to the gym,
Yeah.
can't keep consistent. You go one day, all right. You take, in my opinion, start with 3 days a week.
3 days. Is
3
good.
days a week. You know,
Like
one day
every
on,
second day?
1 day off. 1 day on, 1 day off. And when you do start just going gym, you don't. You first, like for the someone who's fresh, you do a full body workout, but like very, very light. You know, just kind of like activating. You know, your body. Like I think it's. I don't know if it's Marcus Aurelius or one of the. I think he's like famous Stoic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him who said it. I don't want to like quote the wrong person. You know what I mean? Said it's shameful of a man not to see the true potential of his body. So it's like shameful of like it's.
What about women?
Just go to the gym. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Eat better.
Yeah.
That's simple as that. Simple as that. You know, like yeah. Even for women, like. Men is like generally speaking.
Yeah, I'm
so
joking. I was just
like,
joking.
yeah, I know, but like, but in a sense, he means like a man's body can be more defined than a woman's body, with muscle and stuff.
That's sexist.
It is sexist. No,
And this is a sexist podcast.
no. That would be. Imagine later, like, and he gets cut out of context. This is no. I'm not even gonna imitate it, bro. But like, the point is, you know, it's sad to see someone. Waste their body and not see the potential of it, because everyone has a unique body. You know, like you see people that have like, some people get insecure about their like abs when they when they train their abs, because some like, you know, Gibb, what's his name, like
Boxer.
the boxer, and Anishin Gibb, his ab formation is really weird. It's very odd, and some people are the same. I've got a bit of a weird ab formation, so like people get insecure, but you just gotta, you know, it's unique. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean fair. I mean, you're the workout guy. I'm like, I'm
getting you into it now.
Yeah, I'm getting into it. I'm slowly getting there. I think I can't really talk in terms of gym workout because I'm not really the biggest gym guy. But it's because, but it's because I apply the same, like, you know, schedule or the work ethic of what you would do for gym, but for other things that I find for me to be more important.
No, look, technically, yes, they're more important. But obviously, physical health is still just like, it's still very, very, very important.
Yeah.
Second,
I mean, I would be dead if I wasn't like healthy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
say
like,
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yes. But I mean, for just like, for example, last year, this semester, like university was kind of really heavy, and then with work and all that stuff, I just found that going to the gym, and at the time not having someone to go to the gym with because you were still in Lebanon whilst I was in Australia, it just was kind of like boring. It was dead, and I wouldn't actually enjoy going to the gym.
See, the thing is, for a lot of people, like if I didn't know you, first thing I would say is, well, if you can't go to the gym alone, then it just shows a bit less discipline.
Yeah.
But then your argument would be, look at everything else I've done. Look at my work ethic everywhere else. Yeah. It's not discipline. I've got discipline.
Yeah.
It's just physical activities are not my biggest thing.
Like, for example, I want to say I hate sport, but like I generally don't really enjoy like soccer and I like Man City. Man City.
What did you just say? Plus, it's they're gonna say it's football. It's football.
Same thing. Like I generally don't really enjoy that type of, you know,
physical
like
activities.
Football, you know, physical activities like that. I enjoy like other types of physical. Like I would enjoy going to the gym. And that's it. Like I wouldn't want to like do this or boxing and karate and.
What you don't want to do is the high physical contact sports.
Yeah.
You'd be more happy to do something like volleyball, like soccer, football. You'd be decent on doing. I feel like you wouldn't hate it as much because it's not very like pushy. Or basketball, you'd be alright with. But it's more when you think sports in your mind. I feel like you're thinking of boxing and MMA and jiu-jitsu and so all of those. I feel like what you're thinking of is all of that. Like some people are just so fixated on, oh, if I can do this, then I'm better than you. That sort of thing. I feel like that's what's going in your mind at the moment.
Yeah, I guess.
Am I reading it a bit? Am I reading you well?
Wow.
I'm a bit of a mind reader, and I even do psychology.
Yeah, I think just in general, just that type of stuff. Like you said, it's just not my thing, because I like to apply that work ethic on other things that I would have found more important. But now I understand, for example, that the gym is important to stay healthy, because generally without gym I'm like, all right, like my eating habits are fine, and my metabolism works well in that way, alhamdulillah.
But let me just say this.
I'm from Brooklyn. That's all right.
That's
People
all
are not
right.
going to know that reference.
No, not at all. We're going to look dumb, but keep going, bro.
If you know the meme, then you're a G. Anyways, like for example, I had a lot of uni exams like a couple of weeks ago. I can't bring myself to waste 1 hour of that study to go to
the gym.
I would sacrifice like the 2-3 weeks of where I need to study, and then once I finished the exams, I would go back to the gym like normal again.
So that's a personal thing, you're saying?
Yeah. Some
okay,
people,
like some
I
people,
know,
they need a release. They need a release because all that studying, stress, blah, blah. Go to the gym. You've said it before. The gym is a release. Everyone knows that, you know?
It depends on their motivation to go to the gym. For me, it's kind of just a thing that I just want to, you know, be a bit healthier, release whatever I need to release, blah, blah, blah. But like some people like to go there for that's like their safe place. That's where they express or release their anger. What you said. There's a lot of different reasons people go to gym. So for me, it's not that important for me to go when I have the studies.
So it's not something that you need when you're stressed. It's something that you do when you're chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. If I'm chilling, I'll go. If I got a lot of things on, I don't
rather
want
be doing that thing.
Exactly.
So yeah. You deal well with built up stress, basically.
Yeah.
You can handle that.
Handle
Some people
pressure,
need to constantly go out, let it out, come back in clearer mind.
The lights are on.
Hey, we're in the spotlight. Where's that from? Oh, it's down here.
Yeah.
Does it work at all? Is it doing anything to my face?
No, come back.
Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna do something there.
No.
I'll hop up here.
There you go. And now we're together. Alright. So move.
Yeah, just so we're not too close.
Huh?
No, I'm saying so we're not too close.
Yeah, so the mic's not in. So I think the next thing, in order to focus on the work ethic and the priorities, would be how to focus.
How to focus.
Would you find yourself focusing a lot of the time? How's your focus ethic, would you say?
I think when it comes to schoolwork, not schoolwork, uni work, being a child.
He's a big boy.
Big boy.
Yeah.
When it comes to uni work, I've got something wrong with me in writing notes.
Yeah.
Or something, just in general, when I study, I got issues. I don't know. Even if I get my phone out the room, if I do everything, I'll just do this. I'll study for like 5 minutes, and then you walk into the room and I'm sitting there like this.
Falls asleep.
Like I'm zoned out for like 20 minutes daydreaming. I
think
have a whole reality going on in my mind where I've passed the
whole
exams.
Story,
yeah. If you went into my mind, there's like a war going on or something.
Your train of thought is very interesting.
It's very, very interesting. He would know. So, like for studying and stuff, my focus isn't the best, which I'm working on. I'm trying, doing better, learning. Like what I'm trying to get into more is reading. I want to read more. I was reading quite a bit before, but I want to read more because reading requires focus.
Okay.
Right? And reading requires you to like it's when you're studying, you know, you're reading words off the book, off the online, whatever. A lot of people would rather visual stuff and swiping and social media and stuff. So we're so used to that when we come to read and strain our minds a bit, it's tough.
Yeah.
We're too used to being woken up with that dopamine hit of the social media or whatever. So I'm trying to get into reading again.
Yeah, and then you have that moment where when you're reading, you read the whole page and you're like, wait, did I just read the whole page? And you forget and you have to reread it again and again.
I think I went back 30 pages and about 15 pages in, I realized, haven't I read this before? And it killed me, bro. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to read it all over again. It means if I haven't remembered it, then I didn't read it properly. It wasn't as important,
you didn't read it properly.
Yeah. So... Yeah, for me, I'm trying to get back into reading, which is a really good book. Everyone knows this book. It's called The 48 Laws of Human Power, whatever. Yeah. I was about 100 and something pages into it. My friend told me some of his friends tried reading it and they're like, oh, they can't really handle it. It's all about, how to deal with like people, and narcissism is like in the first 100 some pages or so I was reading how to deal with people like that. So it's a very good book to read for more social skills, how to pick up social cues, all that sort of stuff. So it's very good. You should definitely read.
Shout out, sponsor us.
Sponsor us, bro. That's one of the biggest books, bro.
You never know.
Hey, you never know.
You never know. So
how's your focus, Hadi?
I mean, in general, I'd say like my focus has always been pretty on point. Like, as I said, like whatever I tackle, I kind of tackle it like full, straight on, 100%. Because I feel like if I don't, I'm only losing. You know what I mean? You have to think of the negatives. Like, I'm always thinking about the outcome. You know, I always want the best outcome. If I want to get, if I put in my mind that I want to get 100% on this exam, even though I know well I'll get like 50, but if I put in my mind, that I'm gonna get 100, then the outcome that I've gotten is going to be, the outcome that I've received, is going to be the best that I've, you know.
So like it's, a lot of people go into exams and they come out and they get their mark and they're never satisfied because they know, like deep down, no matter how much of a face they'll put out, they didn't try their best. So you can't be satisfied even if you failed. The person who tried 100% will be satisfied with what they got.
Exactly. Like, for example, you know, I was with my friends back in high school, where I would study like really hard, and then I would actually I got on my last exam only half a mark off from 100. And then all these people, they're getting like less than this and less than that, and then they're thinking, bro, what? You're so lucky. How did you get that? It's not luck. It's the determination of, I want this outcome. I'm gonna work for it. If you're aiming for a 70, you're gonna get and you get a 40, then that's on you. If you aim for a 70 and get a 70, that's whatever. But you're not gonna be as happy as you can be if you aim for 100. So it kind of can work both ways, because in uni, sometimes I have to put less effort in some subjects to put 100% in others, because I know if I put less effort in one of them, then I'm gonna fail. So I put 100% in, like, let's say 2 subjects, and I'm gonna get like 55, and then I put 70% in the other subjects and get like 70. So sometimes you have to manage it in that way. But so
that rule does not apply to one of my friends.
Really?
Does not apply. This guy breaks the system. It doesn't make sense what he does. He doesn't study. He told me he's doing uni right now. He had an exam and he didn't study. He goes, I'm going to study the night before. He slept and he forgot. And then he forgot to study in the morning. And then when the time came, he's like, oh crap, I never even studied for this exam. He goes into the exam and he walks out 90 plus grades every time. He tells me, like, for the big exams, he does not study, ever. He literally, like, on the day of exam, on the bus, he'll read through it, go in and ace it.
See, I think that just depends on the person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to him, he's like the special case. Which isn't saying you should be like him, because you can't. He's each person's different. He's unique in that way. So shout out Muhammad. It turns out we're cousins, so I didn't even know that, bro. We've been to school together.
This is what happens, being in Lebanon. You know, you don't know who your cousins are. Literally, it's a general stereotype. It's true, but
we went to school together for 4 or 5 years. We've been friends for years, bro. And I only found out like 2 months ago. I'm talking to my grandma, and I mentioned his name. He goes, "Wait, isn't this related to this guy?" And I'm like, "So we're third cousins?" Yep. What? Like, it's such a random shock. Turns out we're from the same village and everything.
This is why you should be in touch with your cultural
side. Is going back to the start of the podcast. If you're watching here now, then you would know.
No one's watched the whole thing.
Alhamdulillah, whoever does is a real G.
You're a G. If you come this far without clicking on the timestamp, then you're actually a real G. You can DM me and.
You should go follow Shmogzz on Instagram. DM him.
Aim with an E and message EasyCast with 2 T's.
Message me.
Yeah. But yeah, focusing. So for me, focusing is actually subscribe. Wait.
What?
I'm just waiting for them. Okay, they did.
They're lying, by the way. They didn't subscribe. Give them a moment. Run up to the camera. All right, they've subscribed, surely, right?
I think they've subscribed.
Plenty of time.
With focusing, for me, so it's about the outcome. If you put the outcome in mind, you're going to do the best to want to achieve that. The only thing stopping you from that is laziness, and the only one that can make you do something is yourself. That is when self-discipline comes into play. It's the most important thing. That's what it's all about. That's what.
The hokey pokey. Don't want to get copyrighted. Copyrighted by the hokey pokey. Crazy.
Yeah, my lips are drying up so quickly.
It's Lebanon, man. It's dusty as hell.
But anyway, so if you have the outcome in mind, you'll want to focus. And for example, with schoolwork, with writing notes, figure out the method that works for you. For me, I found out after a year of being into uni, that my method of learning was not watching the lectures or attending them or listening to the teachers. I just can't. I feel like it's so boring and so slow, and I can do it at a much faster rate. So what I do is they always upload the slides or whatever the notes are.
The content.
And I will review all that content and make my own notes, because when I have my book in, you know, the red and blue pen, and it's all looking nice, and I did it the way that I want to, and I've written it down, which means when you write something down, it goes in your brain, right? A lot more than just visual. It's harder visually than when you actually write something down. Because I've done it that way, when it comes to the exam and I study something, when I'm reading something that I've done, I remember when I wrote it down. Kind of, it's like I don't know how to explain it, but I guess I don't know if it's kind of like a tinsel photographic memory.
It's known.
It's, like,
it's known in general.
Yeah.
When you want to remember something, write it down.
Yeah.
Like write it and write it. And that's how you memorize it best. So.
And in general, yeah, if you write the content down and you just focus, you'll get the outcome. But
realistically, a lot of people will be like, oh, but I am studying, but they know deep down, and they won't tell you, but they know deep down they're not really studying. They're not doing genuine studies.
Yeah.
I wish I forgot the guy's name on TikTok, but I wanted to be a guest.
No.
The Asian guy.
Yeah, I think his name's. I don't want to be racist by accident.
It's like YUHJUN.
Yeah,
John.
But like he's explained, there's a rule, for example, called the 5-minute rule.
There's a million rules. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but let's just say one of them. If you're having trouble focusing, try the 5-minute rule.
Is that when you study 30 minutes?
No, that's a different one. That's called the Pomodoro technique.
Sorry,
I'll explain that as well. So the 5-minute rule is you say, you set aside everything and you set a 5-minute timer, and you're not allowed to break that, like outside of that timer. You're going to do whatever you want to focus on for those 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. You can't do anything else. At the end of the 5 minutes, you can decide whether or not you want to continue or not.
For another 5 minutes exactly?
No, like you can just continue in general. And if you want to set another 5 minutes, you can do that too. That's kind of what the Pomodoro technique is. So, yeah, because usually when you're in it for 5 minutes and you've only done that, you get engraved in it. I find that it takes me a while sometimes to get into the rhythm of wanting to write this essay or this report. But then once I've gone through like an hour of being in it, I don't want to go outside or go anywhere until I finish. That's why I don't want to go to the gym when I'm in this focus mode.
When you're in a flow.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're in a flow, you're basically, like I was saying before, your mind can like strain throughout, because like you know when it's going to end, right?
Yeah.
So it can strain for as long as it needs to.
Yeah. And
then just let go after that, like you're doing now. Finished exams, chilling out here in the beautiful scenic area of Baalbek, and we are making a podcast.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so make sure you find what the best method is for you. There's that 5-minute technique, there's the Pomodoro technique. Kind of forgot the technique, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like you assign 25 minutes, or I think it's like 25 minutes just straight up. Then after that, you'd have 5-minute break, 5-minute work, 5-minute break, 5-minute work. But for me, I feel like that wouldn't really work because it kind of breaks my flow.
Yeah.
So find your technique.
Find your technique, exactly.
Yeah, but you have to try. And I think the best rule is also like, you know, the 3-2-1 method, where they say you're going to do it in 3-2-1, because you've given yourself that countdown, that initial thought that, okay, I'm going to actually do it after 1. You've given yourself like a little...
Like a thing you have to follow.
Yeah,
it's like a rule. Like you got it.
It's mental, but it works.
I do that. I do the 3-2-1 rule. But at first, when I say 3-2-1, mine's like, well, you still don't have to do it. You count it. Congrats. You can count to 3. You count from 3. Congrats. Like, you don't have to. Then slowly you go, all right, this time I'm actually gonna listen when I say 3-2-1. You get up and you do whatever it is, right? The next time, I don't want to do it. You know, then you do it twice correctly, and then slowly you kind of got a hardwire into your mind that you want to do this at the count. At the when you say 1, you're up, you're done, you're doing it. Oh, it's like it's done, finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is that good? You're chilling now?
I think
that's a good.
I think that's a very good good segment. I know the first half was a little bit because
I think now we've finished it on a good note.
We finished on a good note. You want to give a good view of this?
View of the area.
Good view of the area.
Mr. Cameraman.
Come on, cameraman.
Get
give
this
a good view of the area.
Get the shit of the area, not us. The area.
Yes.
I think you've seen enough of us.
Oh yes, very nice.
So sexy.
Look at that massive door.
What is that big silver thing in the middle? Doesn't really matter. There's some ballerina event going on here. I don't know why.
The day that we come, there's some big event that happens. So that's why, like, we had to cut a lot of things, and it was a bit all over the place. Yeah, we had to.
Now we're chilling on the throne.
Yeah,
we are the kings of the podcast.
The only person on the throne is God.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Literally.
No. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, or listening. Depends on what you've been doing. Actually, that reminds me, I need to upload everything on Spotify. There's like 3 episodes behind, but we don't talk about it. My brother's getting a phone call right now, so
gonna
please
turn it off.
make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on EasyCast, EasyCast, EasyCast on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Subscribe, and what else is there? Like everything, and DM us with any of your problems so we can give advice.
Literally, go on the playlist with all of our podcasts and just let it play out, man. Genuinely, it helps us so much if you do that.
Thank you so much.
Really, really appreciate it.
We need the watch hours, and we love you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of EasyCast in Japan.
In Japan.